Ego Weight Watchers, aka where I give a look into the fighter lifestyle before, after progress picks, especially when they have an upcoming fight. Teofimo Lopez stepping up. This is his most important fight in the 140-pound division thus far against Josh Taylor, former undisputed. He had to relinquish his belts. That's why I said former. But no one beat him to take his belt, even though I thought he lost the Jack Catterall fight, which we'll get to later. Now, I put this graphic together because I've been peeping the scene, and it's a collage of Josh Taylor as he prepares in training camp, and it's Teofimo Lopez in his training camp. They fight Saturday, June 10th on ESPN Madison Square Garden. ESPN Plus. Use my link in the description if you don't have ESPN Plus. Ego Weight Watchers. Both of them look like they are in phenomenal shape. Tremendous stuff, as they should be. This on paper could be each other's toughest fight. Like, even though I know Teofimo fought Vasily Lomachenko, Josh Taylor, he's a different animal. And I think at a higher weight class, he's definitely a more formidable puncher than probably anyone we've seen Teofimo in there with. I mean, Teofimo fought a puncher in Richard Comey, but I definitely don't rank or never ranked Richard Comey like I do Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor has skills. He's a boxer, puncher, good size. There was a video that I seen of Terrence Crawford and Josh Taylor, and it was pretty alarming. Josh Taylor looked pretty much the same size as Terrence Crawford, if not a little bit bigger. Crawford fights at 147 now, so that shows you how dynamic a fighter he is, that he's not necessarily the biggest person if he's the size of a 140 pounder, but you know, he's knocking everybody out. But back to Taylor versus Teo. Great fight. I've always liked the fight since Top Rank and ESPN announced this fight. So for me, seeing this is definitely what I like to see. When you have a good fight, I want to see both fighters is taking it serious, because let's be honest, this is really a crossroads type of fight for both fighters. Let me explain. As I mentioned earlier in this video, Josh Taylor, I thought he lost to Jack Catterall. He was in there with the sneaky, kind of tricky, crafty boxer, and that style didn't look so good with his style. And I thought he lost, but it was kind of a hometown cooking type of deal. Similarly, same thing with Teofimo Lopez. If you think about it, he fought a crafty, I think he might be southpaw, Sandor Martin, and a crafty boxer who beat and retired Mikey Garcia and pulled an upset there. Then he fought Teofimo and he dropped him, I think once or twice, and he beat him in my book, but they gave the win to Teofimo, but I thought Sandor Martin won that particular fight. So as we head into this particular fight, no one's gonna wanna lose this, because the winner is gonna move on to maybe bigger fights, and there's some shifting in the 140-pound division. You got Regis Prograis, who just teamed up with Rematch Room. You got Richardson Hitchens over there, so maybe they can do some cross-promotional fights or some big fights. And you know, you're not going to want to be the loser of this fight. The loser's kind of in no man's land, and in my view, it'll be almost as if they're coming off two losses, because I thought they both lost their last fights to Catterall and Sandor Martin. And I know I'm not the only one. Ego Weight Watcher, best in the business. I keep showing you my greatness. But let me know what you guys think. Both fighters in peak shape, and they don't fight until June. June 10th is the date. Save the date. Let me know what you guys think. Who are you picking? And I'm out.